Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here. I'm going to work on my tags today for the virtual tag swap. Now if you haven't heard of the virtual tag swap, it's a little activity that I run over in my Facebook group Visual Vibes. Every month those who want to sign up to participate, you get matched with a partner and you swap a prompt that you then make a tag with. There's also a universal prompt that I assign, which it's up to each individual whether they incorporate that prompt or not. And it's a virtual swap in that there's no mail out involved. You swap prompts and then you post what you made with your partner's prompt and with the universal one if you choose to use it. That's a little rundown. So it happens every month. So towards the end of, say, this month, I post up a post in Facebook asking who wants to join in, and you put your name down, how many partners you want, and then at the beginning of the following month, so at the beginning of March, I'll post the partner matchups and the prompt, and then you post a photo of your tag that you've made before the end of that month, and it kind of just keeps on going along that line. So it's really low key. It's just one tag a month or two if you want two partners, and it's cost free because there is no need to post anything out. So this month I have two partners, so I am going to make two tags today. Well, that's my plan. I'm using a book that I've harvested all the images out of that I want, and I haven't been able to throw out the whole book because the paper is really quite thick, aged, creamy colour. So I've kept the book, even though it's like very, very holy now. There's so many holes in it. Now how wide do I want my tag? 3 inches. Let's go 3 inches. I think I'm going to make them separately because the prompts are different, and one of them's quite specific and one is a bit more open. So I'm going to challenge myself to do the more specific one first, because I think that's going to be kind of the hardest one for my brain to get my head around. My head, you know. Right, so my first prompt, and this is from Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. So her prompt for me was a torn circle pocket made from magazine pages. Okay, quite specific. We had a chat about it, and she says, well, how about just circle? And yes, I could go just circle, but I want to challenge myself to go with the first prompt that she gave me because it sounds fun. And I've chosen out this magazine image here of this lovely black and white lady, and I just love the feel of it. And the universal prompt is pink, so I want to incorporate pink into both tags. How I'm going to do this, I don't know, so I'm bringing you along with the journey. But let's start with kind of trying to make a circle out of this lovely lady. I am wondering, because it's going to be a pocket, this paper's not very thick and it's going to be quite fragile. So I think first off I want to actually glue the two parts together so it's going to be sturdier to use as a pocket. So I'm just going to grab my glue stick and kind of glue roughly where I think I might be tearing the pocket. And I want to do it this way round rather than tearing my circle out and then backing it, because then I've got to try and tear another circle to match, and that sounds like just too much hard work. So I thought if we do it this way, that might actually be beneficial. And I'm just looking at this word and thinking I want to save that word, angel. So hopefully I don't regret this, because I'm going to have to be really careful doing my circle around here. So I'm going to save that word and put it aside. Okay, while that glue have a chance to dry. Let's think about the background, and I'm hoping I've made my tag big enough. Maybe not. I might have to save this one for the next one. So let's go with a wider tag. How about? Let's just trim a bit off the bottom so I can fit it in my guillotine. And this has lovely paper for stamping on the edges. Really cool. Get in the bag. In the bag, thank you. Just trying to file away as I go so I don't end up with a huge mess. Really trying to rein in the mess at the moment, and it's not easy, and it still doesn't fit. Okay, let's just chop off the top as well. Right, now it will fit. So I want enough room to do my circle pocket. If it's too narrow, it's going to be just a wee bit too fiddly, I think. How about we do a nice tall tag, so it will be wider and taller. So we're going 4 inches wide. And I don't know how tall. As tall as it is. That's how tall it is. I will back them off camera. I'm not going to do that on camera. You know, just stick some writing paper on the back and she's good to rock and roll. Right, so I want to decorate this up somehow. Need to keep in mind pink. I have a bit of pink digital here. And I have another one, I think. Let me just grab that out. Pretty sure I've got another pink page in my stash. If I can find it quickly. I'm pretty sure I saw you just not that long ago, Paige. Where are you hiding? Oh gosh, sorry guys, it's just not wanting to come out and play for me. Might have to abandon it and go to searching for something else. I know I had one. That's so frustrating, isn't it, when you know you had something and you can't find it. Ah, here it is. Here we go. That's the other page. Whoops, crash. These are both pages out of my digital on Etsy. Can't remember the name of it. Floral something or other. Or something or other floral. Cannot remember. So this is Magnolia page and this is the Anemone page. So they're both in the pink. They're not super, well, this one, not super pink, but they are pink. So let's perhaps go with this one. I'm just going to whip off the white and I'm going to use my scissors just because I can't be bothered fighting with the ruler to tear it off, and lengthways it doesn't fit in my guillotine. It's this way it's too long, so I'd still have to deal with it anyway. And this is on presentation paper, so it's quite thick compared to normal copy paper. It's only 20 GSM heavier, but it feels so much thicker. It's quite an incredible difference, really. So just bear with me as I trim off the white. I kind of just decided I'd turn the camera on and do this. I wasn't really prepared. About as prepared as I was grabbing out those book pages which were still intact in the book. So I guess I did something, but didn't do a lot to prepare for this video. Right, so let's, well, that's upside down, let's just tear off a bit of this to start with. Oops, let's not form very straight, is it? But that's okay. I'm just going to plop it on down there. So, glue stick. How are you all today? I hope you've had a brilliant week. I am actually filming this really early in the week. I'm filming this on Monday because I've got a busy week coming up and I really need to be ahead of the game, particularly so this week. So yeah, my week's only just beginning and yours will be ending by the time you see this. And when you see this, hopefully I will be tucked away in my office doing some digital work before I get to my doctor's appointment, which just really can't be bothered, don't want to, but just gotta, you know, put the big girl's pants on and go. I just hate every 3 months having to go to the doctor. It's just such a drag, really annoying. And I can't get in at all to see the same doctor, you know, 2 times in a row, and it's actually been over a year since I've seen a doctor because I've only been able to get in to see the nurse practitioner, and then last 3 times it's been not even a nurse practitioner, it's just been a nurse. And nurses are great, don't get me wrong, but when you pay to see a doctor, you actually would like to see a doctor. Now, do I want to put... No, I don't think I want to go just plain pink. I think it's too jarring with this beautiful vintagey look. So let's keep hunting in my bag here. I'm sorry you can't see it. I've also got to keep in my mind it doesn't have to be all pink. Like I can put like this neutral in, and I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do some of this neutral. Yep, let's just pop that there. So I'm just going to collage up random bits to start with as a base. So yeah, that's my story and my woes of doctor visits. I just, so boring. And it's probably really boring for you to listen to. Pay good money to see a doctor and then you can't actually get in to see a doctor is really not, in my view, good enough. Right. I don't think I want any more of that, so I'll pop it away. Let's find something else we can use. Rustle, rustle. No, not that. That's not suitable. Just grab out kind of a handful. Well, that wasn't particularly useful. You could put a strip of that down. Let's give it a nice edge. This is off Christmas kit from Rach and Bella Crafts. Oh, what about the other side? I didn't realise it was double-sided. That side or this side. I think I like this side because it hasn't got that red in it like the other side's got. So let's chop that off about there. So what else is happening? Because it's the beginning of the week, there's not a lot to tell for the week so far, except that it's cold. There's been a lot of sirens this morning, and that was because there's a car crash about half an hour, give or take, north of where I am. That's closed the road. And sadly, that's the 3rd car accident in 2 days, so yesterday and today. So the road was closed yesterday just north of me, about like 2 or 3 minutes north of me, from a car accident that they had to close the road for. And then that was yesterday afternoon. Then yesterday morning there was a car accident just like 5 or 6 minutes north of me. I'm not sure if that one closed the road or not, but it was another bad accident. I think I want to give that just a bit more shape. And then the one this morning, and it's crazy. Like, why are all these accidents happening? And ones that are, you know, bad enough, one, to close the road, and two, require helicopter evacuations of people that were in the accidents. So, like, that's serious accidents. And, oh man, it's just so scary out there now. Is it inattention? People not knowing their road rules, or distracted, or people who knows, using their phones, or is it bad road conditions? I mean, we really just don't know. But that's 3 in less than 24 hours is super scary in a relatively short stretch of the same road. You know, 30 minutes, however much in distance that equates to, a fair way, but it's all the same road, State Highway 1. Right, so there's our tag base. Just going to look at it which way up I might want it. Thinking this paper actually is this way up. I'm thinking I might want to put it this way because there's no text or anything on that, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to give it a tag shape just so I know where I'm going. And I'm not going out on the road, not right now. And see, that puts the book page upside down, but it's going to be covered in writing paper, so not a problem. Sorry, I've got a bit of hiccups at the moment. That's weird. Came out of nowhere. Okay, so we have our base of our lovely big tag. Isn't it a gorgeous big tag? Now I'm going to try and make this a circle that is a pocket. So we're going to lose her arm. There's no way around that. We're just going to focus sort of around her head and torso. And I'm a bit nervous how this is going to go. Don't expect a perfect circle because it's not going to happen. It's just going to be kind of circle-ish. That sounds like ticklish, doesn't it? It's a really cool prompt, Elizabeth. I'm glad you challenged me to something that was actually quite challenging. Just 'cause it's kind of fun to be challenged and be taken outside your comfort zone from time to time. Oh, that's not very round. It's not very circly. I feel like I'm making it smaller and smaller as I tear around. Well, you can get the intent, if not the actual form. It's a circle, roughly, isn't it? It's kind of a circle that's pushed out and kind of gone a bit organic, like a puddle that's spread. I'm going to give it some ink. I'm not going to try and make it more circle because I think I'd just end up with no image left. So I'm going to leave it well enough alone and just call it good. That's my circle pocket, as much as I could manage a circle torn. I mean, I could have drawn a circle and then tried to tear around that, but I just wanted to wing it, and I did, and I've got the results that show I winged it. perfectly imperfect. And because I've double layered that magazine paper, it's now nice and sturdy. I think I'll be happy to use that as a pocket. So of course it's a pocket. We need something to put in the pocket too, don't we? So let's glue this on. How far up do I want? I'm going to put something very narrow in, I think. So I'm going to glue it fairly high up. Kind of like there. So I've just got this space roughly between the glue lines. Whoops, I might put it up a little higher because I think I'll put a label or something down here. So I am thinking about bringing in some of this pink, like a little splash of pink. Oh, sticking to my finger. Give it a little ink around. Sorry, lost my words. I've already recorded one video today and thankfully my words are coming a little easier than what they did in my first video. Man, I was a bit tongue-tied at points in that video. Just so cold. We're in summer and it's freezing. You know, not literally freezing, but it feels like we're freezing. It's cold. Slightly warmer this afternoon, but it is still overcast, so there hasn't been really a lot of sun to take away the coldness. Right, a wee label in there. So I'm going to turn to Labels from Days Gone By the Junk Journal Studio. Grab out some of these ones. I think this size would work quite well. Family Library. Oh, we've got ones with numbers on. Oh, there's a bigger one of the library. We could offset it a little bit. No. I mean, I don't know why I'm like looking through them. Really, any one of them would be absolutely beautiful. But I can't help myself. Model number 31. No, she doesn't look like a model. I mean, she's pretty. She is beautiful. No, I like that original one we went with. Oh, what about this one? I just saw another one. The Fancier's Journal. It's very decorative. Oh, yep, that's it. I like that one. See, you just got to keep looking sometimes. Ink is what I'm not wanting. Reaching for glue, and it's like, hang on, I'm not wanting glue. What am I after? Answer would be ink. Think about if I want a topper on this as well. And then not forgetting we want to make 2 in this video, so I better crack on. Not spend too long. Cool. Do I have any more of that paper? I've got this bit. It's a paler one, but I think we can work with it rather than me take time to hunt for a fresh piece of this particular shade of pink. And let's do we have enough of this offcut? Maybe that one. We could do that one. Let's see. Tags all peely because of the glue. very narrow tag. And probably a bit tall, so let's give it a trim. Yep, that's about right. So I'm going to, I don't mind if I see the text through it. I think that's fine. Just going to glue it on. I'm not going to collage it. I'm just going to make it all one colour, I think. Can fit it across there. Trying to work quickly so we can get both done. So I had one video, I can't remember what video it was. I thought we were well and truly in time, and then when I went to load it up, I found actually we were 6 minutes over time. And it was like, oops, but I just uploaded it anyway. I didn't edit it. I was like, well, 6 minutes I guess is okay. Certainly getting up there and longer than what I would typically want to do a video, but you know, it all balances out. Some are considerably shorter, some are less than half an hour, and occasionally one will sneak over the 1 hour limit. So like anything, it swings and roundabouts. If you don't like long videos, well, just skip one or watch it in a couple of parts, or put it on double speed or something. It's all good. But I was quite surprised because I obviously was having fun, because I had no idea that we'd actually been at it that long. But I did get the project finished, so that was happy. But I will be aiming not to make another 1 hour and 6 minute video. At least one not anytime soon. So let's press on and get this done. And then I know there's others of you out there that won't mind that it's 1 hour and 6 minutes. But I try and keep them reasonable so that most people are okay to watch. Okay, what do I want to put on this wee tag image-wise? I don't know. I think I'm actually going to leave it. Do you want to put a topper on that? And I think I do, but I'm going to go with a whale tail. I'm going to take a piece of this paper, digital, because it's a slightly different pink and it's got some cool lines on it there. I'm going to ink. Here's the problem. I haven't backed it. And I really need to back it before I put the topper on. So, my plan is I'm going to just collage on a bit of paper at the top, and then I'll do the rest of it later. But I can do the top and then I can still put the topper on. How's that for saving a bit of time and still actually making it look like it's finished? Oop, stuck down. I think I need my new glue page. Where's the glue? Down to there. So I'll fix up where it's not glued properly. I'll do that when I finish it off. Just want to make it look finished from the front for the purposes of moving on and getting things done without an hour and 6 minute long video. So yes, hubby's having a tooth extracted this week. By the time you watch this, it would have already happened. Poor guy. Just like that. That would be the worst thing. I can't imagine what it would be like to have a tooth pulled. Not fun. Anything to do with teeth is not fun. I seriously dislike going to the dentist. Not fun at all. And I was, let me start again. I've only got, each tooth is only half covered in enamel on my teeth. There was some medical thing when I was growing up that stopped the enamel growing on my teeth. So it goes partway down my teeth, and then there's the rest of each tooth has not got any enamel, which makes me particularly prone to cavities. My history at the dentist has not been fun, but since I switched to an electric toothbrush and went essentially sugar-free, and now we've got also a water flosser, which I thoroughly recommend. They're amazing. I haven't had a cavity for quite some years. And the last issue I had was actually a crack in my tooth, which is just, you know, age, wear and tear. So I thoroughly recommend the electric toothbrush and the water flosser. And actually cutting down at least on the amount of sugar that one has, because sugar is awful, awful, awful for your teeth, for everybody's teeth. It's not good stuff, really. I know it tastes good, but it's not good for your teeth and other things as well. But even if you don't give it up, but just cut down, or if you do have something sugary, what the dentist told us is have a glass of milk after, and it neutralizes the acid that the sugar causes that eats your teeth. So there you go. So we have a wee topper. Needs to be inked around, and we need to finish off this wee tag, but I'm just going to leave that as is for now. So we've kind of got our circle pocket. It was made from Magazine Image. I love this wee label down here. Beautiful and graphic. Right. Tag number 2. So tag number 2. Where's my base gone? Let me unbury it. There we go. Here's my base. So tag number 2. So we've got the pink. We still need the pink. And my other prompt was hearts. And this is from Cal. So, hello Cal. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's move this magazine paper. Don't need that anymore. Right, let's start again with the collaging. It's a fun bit of wrapping paper here in gold and like the craft colour and the dots. I'm just going to cover that whole thing in this paper because I want the pink to be the heart, so that's where I'm headed with this one. Let's just switch out the glue page because it was getting a bit icky sticky. Grab our little bit of book page here. I like the smell of this glue stick. I'm not sure how good it is of a thing to make a glue stick that smells nice when, you know, that might encourage kids to sniff glue. But it doesn't smell like any other glue I've ever smelled. So I guess they would just know the difference in the smell, and one's pleasant and one's kind of very, how would you describe it? Strong. tongy. I don't know. All right. I don't know how we're going on for time. Oh, we're not too bad. We're not too bad. Let's see if we can smash this one out. If we've got time, then we'll finish off that wee mini tag in the pocket. But if not, we just I'll probably show a photo of it on the thumbnail of the video. Need to clean my scissors. Everything's sticking to them. Oops, not cutting that straight. Never mind. A blind man would be pleased to see it, the saying goes. Oops, rubbish is falling out of the pottle onto the floor. Oh, we've got a few wrinkles. Let's see if we can flatten those down a little bit. Oh, it's got a really nice feel. It's very smooth and slippery almost. Really nice feel to that. And then that is not so nice because it's all sticky at the top there. So let's turn that into our top of our tag, and it will get rid of some of that glue. Some of it, not all of it. Okay. So, hearts. Do I want to layer anything, or do I just want to go all out with the hearts? I'm kind of thinking hearts. Let's just go hearts. Cut a bit of this paper, and I'm going to fold it kind of in half. And I'm going to cut out half of a heart shape. Just like so. Pretty. Okay, let's do one out of this paper. I might do this corner here where the keys are. Fold it in half, not creasing it too heavily. I need to cut it this way. So different hearts, different sizes, and we need a third. So I think back to this paper. Just trying to vary the size of them. It's a lot easier to cut half a heart than it is to try and cut a whole heart and get it kind of even. Something like that. Do I want to distress them? Is the next question. Actually, I might save my little cutout there. That's quite fun. Could put that in my collage calendar for today. Do I want to distress them? And thinking maybe I want to distress them with my pink. It's quite a different pink, but let's go for it. It's like, why not? Try and get into the dip of the heart there. Amp up the pink factor. My throat's getting a bit sore. I think it's just the cold. and talking in the cold is giving me a little touch of sore throat. I'm sure it's nothing, just the weather. So get to go shopping on Thursday, so by the time you see this I would have been shopping as well. Looking forward to that. Day out, so having to be really on the ball and getting all my videos done ahead of time because of various appointments later in the week between me and my hubby. Time is filling up, and it's not all that long till we're away on holiday. It's probably 3 weeks away, so I've really got to get my act together and pre-record some videos. I haven't pre-recorded one for that period at all yet, and I'm in a collaboration as well near the beginning of March, so I need to get that one done for sure, and looking forward to it, but I need to actually set aside time to get it done so I'm not stressed at the last minute before our holiday. I'd like to go away. We're going away for not sure exactly how long yet. We are spending some of it at a place called Hanmer Springs, and then we have to be out of the holiday home on the Thursday, so we're going on the previous Friday, and we've got to leave the holiday home on Thursday, but hubby doesn't go back to work till the following Tuesday, so we're kind of toying with going over to the west coast for a few days, see my uncle whose wife passed away towards the end of 2023, which would be lovely, but I haven't made contact with him yet to see whether he is up for house guests or not, or whether he's even going to be home. There's no guarantees. And I'm kind of waiting on that to see as to whether we would actually be able to afford to do that extra little trip, you know, or whether we'll even want to. Maybe we'll just be so tired or just ready to come home and spend some time at home. Who knows? Okay, so we have our hearts in place. I think I'm going to keep this one fairly simple, but I do want a word. And so again, from the Junk Journal Studio, I've grabbed out the words from Spring Bounty, and these words come in different colours within the set. So there's green, blue, white, purple and pink. So because our prompt is pink, I thought, well, why not go for a pink word, and trying to want something that goes with the, whoops, they're all falling out, with the hearts. So we've got a little word there, hope. They also come in multiple sizes, so I know there's a bigger version. Whether I've already used it or not is another matter. Ooh, renewal. What's this one? Promise. Promise could be nice to go with hearts. Inspirational. How about three words? There's also this forget-me-nots. If it was forget-me-not without the S, I think I could get away with that as a love sentiment. Flourishing. Could do flourishing. I think hope is a different size, so I'm thinking it doesn't really fit because it's a different size. Promise, flourishing. Is flourishing the right word? Let's just have a quick wee flick through. Bird watching, perhaps not. Perhaps not the word we're after, or words. It's a big version, so it's the other end of the scale. Looking for similar sized. Harmonious, delightful, rejuvenating, so many good words. Optimism. Oops, there's two there. Have we got sun-filled? No, I don't think that's quite the right one. How about something like that? Okay, going to do these in the pink as well. Oh, did I? Yes, I did do the end. Sorry, I've gone very quiet, haven't I? I think it's just the throat more than anything. Just making me not want to blab too much. Oop, come here. Non-compliant piece of paper. Don't know that I've got any pink yarn or anything to hand to put on top. Might have a wee look in my wee snippet bowl, see if there's any pink fabric or lace or something in there. I'm not hopeful. Oops, that wasn't ideal. Glue everywhere. Here we go. Quite simple, but I really like it. Right, let's just have a wee look and see if we've got something for a topper there. Just being careful because it's a glass lid on a glass dish and quite heavy. I'm terrified I'll drop it sometime or break it. Right, that's pink. This is sort of a salmony pink though, and it's too small. That one's kind of not really suitable. This is pretty. It's got pink flowers on it. I've pulled out this because it's cheesecloth that I've used pink ink, that same pink ink, and vintage photo on. So it's a possibility. Got some words running around my desk. But how about this bit? What would this look like? Again, I've got the same issue that we haven't backed this one yet. Excuse me. What do you reckon? I feel like it feels quite different to the rest of it, so I'm not overly happy with it. What about a bit of cheesecloth? Would that be better? Oh yes, I like that. Let's just take a piece of that. I don't want to wrap it round. I like how it comes down here over top of the heart. I think that's very cute. Okay, let's quickly back this one. Is that big enough? Yes, it is. Woohoo. We're just going to back the whole thing in one piece of paper. And so I can count this one as completely done apart from inking, which again I'll do off camera. You don't need to watch me do that. I've already done inking, the pink inking. I will do the outside with Vintage Photo. I'm not going to do the whole thing with pink, although I could. And I do reserve the right to change my mind if I decide that pink might actually look quite pretty. I will see. It'll be in the thumbnail, the photo. So I've got a bit of glue overhang there. Smush it down a bit. Nearing the finish line. Right, I think I'm just going to staple on my topper. Oh, my throat's getting quite scratchy. I do need to, I think, just ink where I'm going to put the topper, because it's going to be harder to get in there afterwards. Just going to put a little bit of glue there. It just helps stop it sliding around a little bit while I attach it with my stapler. So I want that folded over like it was. I guess it's how it wants to sit naturally. Gives a little bit of extra texture and bulk, and I'm just going to one staple, or I think I might need a couple. Here we go. Little fragments of cheesecloth running around. So this is not quite where I had it. It's dangling down perhaps a little too much for what I would like. So just give it a wee haircut. Cute. I think that's really cute. Okay, where's my other one? Here's my other one. We are pretty much at time, so I will finish off this wee tag. We might put a word up the top here as well. I think I'm going to. I'll just quickly do that now. These will also be posted in the Facebook group probably on Friday, the day this video goes up, if I remember to do it while I'm otherwise occupied. Do I want to put this on pink paper as well? Yep, why not? Let's just do that. So stick it down there, and then I'll tear this carefully along the top here. I don't have a lot of leeway, but that's all right. Just so it balances with this bit, the label down the bottom. Stapler's in my way. I love these random torn bits of paper. Just very organic feel and look. Sorry, I'm making the table pounds. Resting my arms on it as I ink, being rather forceful with my inking. Right, so let's just pop that up there. Cool. So for now, that is my tags done for the virtual tag swap. So thank you so much for watching, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this little activity. If you'd like to participate in the virtual tag swap, then head along to my Facebook group. The links are all in the description box, and wait for the new sign up, which will be typically around the last week of the month, and jump on board. It's super simple. No, no hardship for having to post anything out. Just simply make a tag to the prompts, post a photo, and you're done. And communicate with your partner as to what prompt you're giving them. I guess there's that as well, but not onerous. Okay guys, have a great weekend. I will be back on Saturday, so tomorrow, as you're watching this, with a new Marguerite Miller collage page. Until then, take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.